Dudes, oh man, my face is all wet and sweaty, my voice is going, but what a mental day. Didn't really get much chance to do any videos or like photos or anything of Insomnia itself, but managed to do a few, play a few games, which was quite cool. Managed to go on Smash Bros, which was quite cool. I played a couple games with Gary Gacho, Gary, whatever his Black Cap Gamer on Twitter, and he's also on Nintendo Village. Go check out Nintendo Village. It's so, like, we were talking about it earlier, so underviewed, that channel. There's so many great things to see on there. I am really struggling at the moment. My face is just like all over the place. I've literally only just got in, but it's been. I went to NEC at about half eight this morning, and it's now 11 o'clock at night, so it's been a bit of an intense one. But yeah, check out Village Nintendo on Twitter, YouTube, and check out their website as well. Really cool. Gary was with me most of the day, and it was really cool of him to come join me. It was nice to have someone to enjoy the whole event with. Played some Smash. Smash was cool. Won 2 games. Ridley's really cool, really good. He's very heavy but very fast, so it's kind of an interesting mechanic to use as a character. I also use Sheik, which seems very similar to what he was in Brawl. So Brawl in Wii U 4, whatever you want to call it. So that was cool. And also got a chance to play Starlink, which is like the space game from Ubisoft with they've got a Star Fox fighter in it and things like that. So yeah, that's really good. Looks amazing. I'm actually, that was on my maybe list, and now I think it's more going to be on my yes, I need to buy it list. So yeah, really impressed with that game. What else did I play? We managed to go through a few indies and things around the. There weren't that many like games all together there, to be honest. There's lots of stalls and cosplay and things like that, and the huge amount of like PCs and like laptops and things set up for gaming sessions throughout the whole like LAN play and things like that over the weekend. We counted a good, like, must have been a few thousand PCs altogether. There's a lot of money on that show floor, so crazy. We got a chance to play a couple other big games in terms of Tomb Raider. The latest Tomb Raider is now had a demo playable. I wasn't too fussed about it, if I'm honest. I mean, it was good. It's very similar to the previous like new iteration of Tomb Raider. But it still needs some work, I think, to improve it. There was some real janky cutscenes to that game. I don't know if it's just where it's not complete yet, or it was just an early build. But yeah, it was really cool. At the same time, we also got a chance to play Spider-Man, and Spider-Man for PS4. Oh my god, I'm actually tempted to go and buy a PS4 now. It was really good. I mean, I just don't even know what more to say about it. If you like the original, like Spider-Man 1 and 2 on PS2, you're going to love it on PS4. It plays so smoothly. It's really cool. It's got the same sort of like battle mechanics as from the Arkham games and things like that. Lots of dodging, rolling, jumping off walls, using your webs to like shoot things. It's very similar in that sort of aspect. But yeah, it just looks stunning on 4K TVs. Absolutely stunning. If you're into that sort of thing, you've got Pro PlayStation and 4K TV, you're going to love it. Absolutely. That was pretty cool. In terms of other games, we didn't really have that much other than that. I think we had a bit of a mosey around lots of the other like floor and around the shops and stuff. Gary had a couple of goes on some indie games. We played Tanglewood, which is like the Sega Mega Drive game, the newest game for Sega Mega Drive that's been made. It's also available on Steam. Well worth checking that game out. It looks fantastic, plays really well. If you like your traditional like platformers with some like real difficulty jumps, really worth having a look. Overall, really impressed with Insomnia. Amazing. It was it wasn't as busy as I was expecting it to be, but it was still a good chunk of people there, and like everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, and it was great. So then after Insomnia, I managed to go to NXT UK tapings in Birmingham. I was basically off the ramp in front of where the TV cameras were coming, and like loads of times they kept coming to literally in my face and said, doing the NXT channel. I'm like, NXT. Yeah, amazing. And of all people to turn up, Triple H was at the venue. He come out to announce the UK Women's Division's title and who would be fighting for it, and that will be in tapings in the future. I did put some pictures up on Twitter, but I'll try and, if I can remember and if I can edit this one properly. I'm not really sure how this is going to work, but if I've got a chance, I'll put some pictures in. But yeah, it's a fantastic night. The whole WWE UK events and scene is shaping up to be really fantastic. There's some excellent wrestlers in there. It was good to see El Ligero, which I've been quite a big fan of for a couple of years now. It was good to finally see him in person, the Leeds Mexican wrestler. Jordan Devlin, very impressed with him. He looks like he's going to be shaping into that real bad guy persona really quickly. He looks like he's the mustard kind of thing. And of course, like Tyler Bate, Mustache Mountain with Trent Seven, fantastic. And then Pete Dunne at the end as well. Pete Dunne, fantastic wrestler. He gets a crowd going all over the place, and just he's just so good at what he does. You know, he should. If he's not in the big time like Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views in the next 3 to 4 years, there's going to be something that's wrong. But yeah, honestly, it's really cool. I'm so excited to see how that comes on the network in the future, because I believe I'll be on quite a lot of that. 'Cause like I said, the camera's in my face so many times, and that's cool. It's really weird to be there in that section, and yeah, my first ever WWE event, not just the UK, is my first ever one WWE wrestling event I've been to. I've been to a few other like indie wrestling events. We had quite a good luxury in Southampton that we had the for about a year we had I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? Lucha Forever. Lucha Forever we had for a while in Southampton, which was run by Will Ospreay and another wrestler friend of his. And Will Ospreay's now on the ITV shows on World of Sport Wrestling, which is cool. That's returned, and the reason why WWE UK's returned basically is because of that in theory. But honestly, it's so cool. I really do enjoy like watching wrestling. I try and tune into Raw and SmackDown as much as I can. We used to go and watch all the pay-per-views in like pubs and things. Well, at least the big four anyway. You know, like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and all the others, SummerSlam, and I guess you could say. I'm really losing it. I think it's just so like been such a long day. I've had about 3 hours sleep on it as well. I've got to get up early tomorrow morning because the trains aren't running, and I've got to try and work out how to get from Birmingham to Southampton without any trains. This is going to be really great. It's probably going to be like a 5-hour journey in a bloody bus or coach or something, so I'm not really looking forward to that. But it was worth it for the whole weekend. Really happy with how it's ran and how it went, and I'm just going to go straight to bed now and sleep for the rest of the next at least 7 hours. But yeah, cool. Thanks all very much for checking this video out very briefly, just a brief summary of what happened, and I'll go into more depth about the games and stuff in the next Nintendo podcast system. If you're not subscribed to that, go check out our podcast out right now. It's available on YouTube, on Podomatic, on iTunes. It's on like everything, even your toaster. Go and subscribe to it and check it out. That'd be cool. Thank you very much. Like I said, go follow Nintendo Village, which is Gary Gaccio, Gary Gray, Gary Fat Cap Gamer. He's got so many names now, so just whatever. Gary the Cooper, all of them. Oh, just follow everything he does. And honestly, Village Nintendo, check that stuff out. I'm quite intrigued to watch the NES series. They're playing through every single NES game ever made in the live streams, in like episodes, and they've done like a good like 30-40 games now, I think. So yeah, really cool to see. Thanks everyone. I'm going to bed now. I will try and do some update videos and do some editing on the next couple of days. I'll let you know how I get on getting home. Maybe I'll do a video on the way to the coach or something, or whatever happens, just to let everyone know. But yeah, honestly, great weekend. Just what I needed really, not to get away from Southampton for a bit, like a day, and take my mind off a few things. And yeah, overall pretty cool. Next weekend's got my sister's wedding, so that should be an interesting weekend. So keep everything in mind. But yeah, cool. That's me signing off. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you again very soon. Ciao for now. Bye.